So yeah, I'm Kevin Ryan from Motivity Marketing in the U.S. I was here talking about my new book, Taking Down Goliath, and giving some examples about how smaller or challenger brands can really take on bigger brands. And in that process, I was also talking about how some of the bigger brands can get smarter. And that's really the theme for the book. How big brands can get smart, how smaller brands can compete with them, how technology should be something that serves as an asset to the people that you serve, as opposed to something that enables you from having to communicate with the people that you serve. And that's a trend that I see quite a bit lately. Brands have been using technology as a means to eliminate people, or, effectively telling us that they're using the technology to communicate better. And that may be the intention, but often the end result is the opposite effect. So there were quite a few instances that I cited today, many instances of brands posting for us on social outlets, which is something that should be done very, very carefully and should be done sparsely, but is all too often occurring. Another example that I used was a lot of brands feel compelled to include themselves or jump into almost every conversation. And we see that very, very often, where the only logical, as a digital marketer, the only logical conclusion that I can draw is that someone sitting in front of a social dashboard looking at hashtag trends or looking at trends and jumping into the trends and trying to participate in the trend without actually understanding what the trend is about, or more importantly, if that trend is relevant to the brand. So there were a number of areas that we covered, but effectively what I wanted folks to take away from the discussion was that every brand has an opportunity today, particularly the challenger brands, because enabling technology, marketing technology, analytics technologies have just come to this saturation point that the structure of a marketing unit isn't any different in a challenger brand than it is in a much larger brand. And a lot of times those larger brands are pretty clumsy with how they treat their customers, which creates an opportunity for almost any brand to create value.